What is up, guys? Proper Truth here. So today what you guys are going to be getting is an updated version of my Cyberse Deck Profile, the original Cyberse Deck. This deck version is going to have the microcoders, the conflicts, one conflict, the codec, and the optimization, the new cards that just recently dropped, and the ones from the video game as well. This version is pretty much the competitive version. I'm pretty sure like you've seen most of these builds on other channels. This is what you would call the competitive build that gives you the U-lock. I just added one or two of my tweaks into it. I'm still trying to figure out my own version into it. It's hard when you're trying to play pure Cyberse. There's so many different variants. Like you can play with all the lock with the Quantum and the Cyberse Magician. I'm trying to see if I can incorporate that into this build. It's just hard because this build is more focused on doing the U-lock. But I'll get there. I'll figure it out. If you guys got any suggestions, please let me know. But other than that, let's get straight to this deck profile. But before we do, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel, show some love by hitting that subscribe button and that notification button as well. You guys ready? Let's go. Alright guys, so this is the deck. Let's get straight to it. I don't want to stay too long on this video. As you guys see, is big changes compared to the last Cyberse Deck Profile that you guys got. I'm still going to be doing some changes to my way. This way is somewhat like what you guys will see on your normal competitive Cyberse deck. So first up, straddles of the deck, the Lady Debug. Have to. If she was at 3, you will be playing 3. But she's at 1, but you still got to play her. Off is one of the new ones, Cold Radiator. This card is amazing. You can use it to link from your hand to summon a Code Talker. If you do that from the hand, you can target a monster on the board, negates effects, and bring his attack to 0. And if it leaves the board for a link material for a Code Talker, you can actually target up to 2 monsters to do that. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Can't go wrong. If you have 2, I would suggest play 2. Maybe you can take out a Clock Wyvern for the second one. This is just 2. Linking to the hand is... It's nothing wrong. It's the best mechanic. Next up, the Goo, the MVP microcoder. Microcoder is your Rhoda for the deck. You're allowed to as well, just like Cold Radiator, allowed to link from the hand. If you do that, you get to search for a spell or trap Cynet card out of your deck, add it to your hand. If it leaves the board for a link material for a Code Talker, you can do the same thing, spell or trap Cynet, or add a level 4 Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand. So very good 1-for-1 bait, but as you can see, I'm not playing 1-for-1. I will be finding room to place it, but I built this deck based on like what's going on in my locals, and then from there I'll carry on from there. So if you have 3 coders, you have to play 3 coders, no less than that. This is your MVP. 3 Clock Wyverns. Again, like I said, I would take out 1 to put a second Radiator, but Clock Wyvern also helps you extend to doing the U-lock. Sometimes you just need Clock Wyvern and a microcoder, and there you go, you have your whole U-lock. If you just have Lady Debug alone, give you your U-lock. If you have Lady Debug in your hand with a Cynet Codec, you're definitely gonna do your lock. But yeah, I would say 3 Wyverns for now, unless you have another Radiator. Kept them at 3. The ones that did drop to 2 were Balancer Lord and Cyberse Gadget. Balancer Lord was awesome at 3, was amazing at 3, but trying to fit everything into 1, yeah, I had to drop him down to at least 1. He's not that bad. He gives you your additional normal summon for a level 4 or lower Cyberse monster, and if he's banished, you special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand. Cyberse Gadget is your junk synchron. When he's normal summon, target a level 2 or lower monsters in your graveyard. One of them, not monster, is monster. In your graveyard, special summon his effect is negated, leaves the board, he gives you a token. Love it, amazing. He's your junk synchron. Widget Kid is your free special summon. You're only playing 1. I think you can play 2. I think you could play 2, but I think 1 in my preference is alright. I had him at 2, and I dropped him when I dropped the Bouncer Lord and the Gadget. I dropped him to 1. So very good card, free special summon out of the hand for any Cyberse, doesn't matter the level. Next up is Sea Archiver. Sea Archiver is awesome. I think every Cyberse player is playing it. In this build, in the Salad build, and in the Marine Size build, he is like gonna be in every Cyberse deck that comes out. So you definitely got to play at least 1. One of the other new cards, Defcon Bird. Defcon Bird is your quick draw synchron. You pitch another Cyberse out of your hands, free special summon. His other effect is really irrelevant, but I believe his other effect has something to do with whatchamacallit, doubling the attack and defense when he's in the grave or something like that. I'll double check on that for you guys. But you're mainly going to be using him for the special summon, and you're going to search him when you summon your Xcode Talker. Backup Secretary, I drop Backup Secretary to 1. Most of my Cyberse build always play 2, but I dropped her down to 1 just for the space to put all the new stuff. Controller Cyberse, free special summon. Cyberse Converter, just like Backup Secretary, controller nothing but Cyberse. It has to be nothing but Cyberse on the board. It cannot be like a Fiend and a Cyberse. Your entire board needs to be Cyberse in order for him to be special summon. He also could turn something on the board from whatever type it is to a Cyberse type. So it's just there for the free special summon. Link Infra Flyer, again, special summon it to a pointer on your board. Need to have at least one. If you already have Defcon Bird in your hand, when you summon Xcode Talker, you can search for this, or you can search for your Wyvern. If you have optimization, I would say search for this. You're getting 2 summons out of the price of 1. So definitely. Now this is my tech, guys. Garbage Collector. Garbage Collector is in here for a specific reason. Lady Debug at 1. So if I have any of these level 4s on the board, and especially Balance Lord, because he gives you that additional normal summon. Even if I don't have Balance Lord, if I have Wyvern and Optimization, which I might be putting at 2, I don't know yet. You're gonna get an additional. You're gonna normal summon, get a token, then Optimization gives you an immediate, not an addition, immediately normal summon for another Cyberse monster. You would do Garbage Collector, because then from Garbage Collector you contribute Wyvern and get Lady Debug out. Or you can bring out Balancer Lord, pay a G, and if you have Lady Debug in your hand, special summon, normal summon Lady Debug in your search from there. He can extend your plays really quickly. Don't be surprised. He can, just off of his normal summon. You know, it's pretty insane. I've done it when I had him in the hand summon, immediate tribute, summoned him, paid the G, and then actually did an additional normal summon for the Lady Debug. Now keep in mind, guys, additional normal summon, immediately normal summon. 2 different wordings. You can get 3 normal summons out of this deck if you do it right. It's 2 different wordings, and I double check. You're allowed to do. This is allowed to cross paths. So keep that in mind. The 1 Dotscaper. Dotscaper is a mandatory in this deck. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This sent to the grave, special summon, banish, special summon. That's it. The Salad Engine, Gazelle, Spinny, and Foxy. Probably one of the best decisions that's even in here. It gives you that extensive play, especially Gazelle. If you're sending Balinks to the grave, Gazelle triggers, sending Spiny or even Foxy to the grave. I might take out Foxy, to be honest. I really might. I might just keep one of these 2 knuckleheads, but I don't know. If you really want to go off, sometimes if you draw into both of them, you might need that extra in the graveyard. So really good in here. It gives you the extended plays just like Garbage Collector does as well. Remember, you can also tribute. You can normal summon, special summon, tribute, and bring out Gazelle. It's a Cyberse. Bring out Gazelle, and Gazelle will trigger. That's why Garbage Collector is MVP in here. I have not seen anybody with a similar build like this that's online using Garbage Collector. This is my tech, and you guys are more welcome to use it. The only hand traps I'm playing is the 2 Ashes. I want to put it to 3, to be honest. I do want to play at least some type of hand trap in here, and I really thought about Veiler, but I was like, there's no point, because I got the impermanence for that. But definitely 2 Ashes. If I can fit a 3rd, I think I would try it out. I don't want to play too much hand traps, because again, you don't want to ruin this consistency. You really don't want to ruin this consistency. Off the spells, you have to play 3 Cynet Minings. Right now I have 2, because Propha has my 3rd one. You had to use it for regionals. Play 3. And right now I had to make it into a 40, so I actually I added an additional Dark Rule No More into it, but I'm not gonna lie, adding this to 2 is pro, but now I gotta figure out what to do to fit the 3rd one of this in here. But definitely gotta play 3. It's your tuning out of the deck, your reinforcements. If you guys don't know what tuning is, discard a card, search for a Cyberse level 4 lower. Can't go wrong with that. You lose to hand traps, guys. You lose to almost every hand trap in the game. This is, you have to play 3 Called by the Graves. I don't think you should be playing any less. If they stop one thing, you lose the door, because you're gonna need that one normal summon. You're gonna need any normal summon. You're gonna need it. Or if they Call by the Grave, I mean, if they try to ash him, you gotta Call by the Grave, because you're gonna want this if you don't have Codec in your hand. You know what I'm saying? So definitely 3. The most broken card in this entire deck, Cynet Codec. Card is free, busted. That's your reinforcement for every attribute. Once per turn per attribute, per chain. So if you link summon a code talker that's Earth, like Transcode, you get an Earth monster out of your deck. It will be Dot Scraper. After that, you're gonna bring X code talker out. X code talker comes out, you're gonna search for either wins, these 2 or even him, depending on your hand. So it's just two free. Amazing. Have to play 3. I know they're hard to get, along with the microcoder. They're hard to find, but if you can get them, get them. They drop down from 20 to $8 now. Go for it, guys. Cynet Optimization. This is a card I might want to put up to 2. It is a broken card. It gives you the immediately normal summon of a Cyberse monster. But what a lot of people also forget is that the first battle that a Code Talker does, your opponent can't activate anything. So make sure you're attacking with the right Code Talker if you're going to battle. Make sure he's the Brolic one that's going to get over something, so your opponent does not activate anything in that first battle. Have to. Dark Rule No More. Now I decided to put this in here because I lose the die all the time. I was playing one and then I replaced the Cynet Miner that I lended to Propalize and put a second one in here. I lose the die roll a lot, and now these days everything is combo based. So if I lose the die and I don't have impermanence in the hand, you know, I'm gonna negate the entire board and be able to do what I gotta do. It's funny because if you have this and this in your hand and you're going second, your opponent's not doing anything. Promise you. You know, unless they're playing 2 freaking hands like Ghost Ogre and Ash, then that's different. But you activate this, they can't respond to it with monster effects. The whole board is negated on your opponent's side of the field. Now you go off. Now you summon your Lady Debug and you go to search. He goes Ash. You go Called by the Grave. You're going off now. So I main this. I actually do main this. I'm glad I actually put it to 2. So shout outs to you, Propalize. You actually made me think about what should I replace the Cynet Mining that I loaned you. So broken. These 2 right here is just nuts in this deck. I highly suggest, if y'all lose the die roll a lot, main this. This shit is nuts. My opinion, my preference. So 2 Called by the way. 2 Dark Ruler No More. Cool. Next up, Monster Reborn staple. Special summoning. Why not get another special summon while you're at it? And Sanctuary, Solomon Great Sanctuary. Just because you play the Banelinks in here, you want to search, if you reincarnate and you have the Gazelle in your hand, you get a free special summon out of that. No questions about that. Conflict, Cynet Conflict, another card that you could search with microcoder. Cynet Conflict is just as busted as Called by the Grave. It's actually worse because it negates anything and banishes it and then your opponent can't activate whatever you negate and banish. Your opponent can't activate this card's name until like the following turn. So it's just like Called by the Grave. If you ash, you know, if they ash you and you negate it, they can't use their ash. You know what I'm saying? So this makes me want to play more than 2, but I don't want to stay heavy on traps. I want to be able to set up and that's it. But broken card, broken freaking card, guys. If you don't have impermanence, then I would highly suggest you play 2, and maybe what is it, World Legacy, I think Swallow, I think it is. I forgot what it's a trap card that if you have monsters co-linked, and it could be one co-link, it could be multiple co-links. If you have even just like Transcode Talker and Code Talker, and you set that with a conflict, it's insane because conflict, you control a Code Talker, you can negate, banish it, and then the World Legacy, I'll put it up here somewhere so you guys can see what trap card I'm talking about. But if you don't have the impermanence, then play 2 of the World Legacy trap card that I'm telling you about with 1 conflict. That's your budget trap card, I guess, or just play Veilers. I know, but the monster lineup is heavy, so you may not want to play Veilers because remember, you don't want to lose the consistency. So I'm saying maybe the World Chalice Legacy trap card and one conflict. If you have co-link monsters on board, you can negate anything, spell trap, monster effects, which is awesome, and it's a counter trap. You know, it actually outpasses this. So really good. This is my build, guys. I actually like this build. Just minor tweaks I want to keep doing to it. I want to definitely put the third Cynet mining back in here along with the dark rule no more. So I got to figure out how I'm gonna adjust this. I do not want to pass 40 cards, guys. Let me get straight to the extra deck for you guys. I don't have a side deck yet. Still working on that as well. So I'm just gonna give you the main deck and the extra deck. You guys tell me from there. All right, guys. So this is the build. 15 extra deck. Breeze right through it. For the link forwards, the only one I'm playing is Avermax, Mech Knight Crusader Avermax. Is he a replacement for Firewall? Have to. He also locks the board when he's link summoned. He's the same thing as Quantum and Cyberse Magician. Nothing on the board can be targeted for attacks, targeted with effects, and yeah. So he's your replacement for Firewall, and he's built-in honest. For your link 3s, you're playing the Code Talker family. You're playing the Encode, Xcode, Transcode, Power Code, and Shooting Code, the new one. This is all pretty much the attributes that's within your deck that you're gonna use. I really want to put in Decode. Like, I even thought about taking Avermax out just to put the full Decode family into it. Because there are times when you're like, damn, I do want a negation on board that gets targeted. But it really doesn't matter when you lock the board. Nothing can get targeted if you do it right on board. So you're just playing the Code Talker family for the attributes for the Cynet Codec reason. It's for your link 2s, the new Code Talker. He's your link 2. He's the first guy you're going to be linking into with Microcoder. I'm playing 2 because I feel like if I go with 1 and I really need another link 2, especially for a Code Talker, yeah, you're going to kind of wish you wanted that. So definitely 2. If he's pointing to anything, he can't be destroyed by battle by card effects. So it's pretty cool when you have him hooked up to Transcode Talker. So he gets big from Transcode Talker, make him 18, and then can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. And targeted, because now Transcode, so it's even worse. Next up, Cyberse Wicked, 2 of them. I will probably be dropping this to 1 to see if I can fit something else into it, maybe another link 2. But yeah, the reason why I'm playing 2 in here is just because if you have the perfect hand, then you can end board with the U-Lock with both of them in the extra monster zone, and literally everything they're pointing to can be destroyed by card effects. This can't be destroyed by card effects nor by battle, so it's like stuck there. It's like legitimately just stuck in the extra monster zone. And if you have this point in the Avermax won't be able to get targeted because it'll be pointing with Transcode Talker, Xcode Talker protected by card effects. Also, Cyberse Wicked will be protecting it by card effects. It's nuts. Like, this becomes an unstoppable monster, and nothing on the board will be able to be targeted. They will really have to, like, raw Spirimo you, or Kaiju you, or by the time you end board, Nibiru you. That's what they're gonna have to do. But other than that, for now, you can play 2, see how it works from there. As I mentioned before, you'll be playing your Banelinks, your Salamangre's Banelinks. 2 would be fine. I did see a few people online playing 3 in this type of pure Cyberse build, and I don't know why, but 2 would be fine. Trust me. Maybe you can manage for 1, but you want that reincarnation summon if you have Gazelle in your hand. So 2. Link Disciple just for the arrow. Talkback Lancer is one of the new guys. He's broken. He's gonna be your reason why Transcode Talker comes back from the grave, or pretty much anybody, but most likely will be Transcode Talker, so you can trigger Transcode Talker's effect as well. Awesome. You just gotta tribute a monster on the board, and it's funny because if you do this along with Link Devotee and you tribute Link Devotee to bring back the Transcode Talker, Link Devotee now gives you 2 more tokens. It's nuts. It's freaking nuts. Like, there's a lot of potential in this deck. You just gotta find it and learn the deck as you go along with it. But yeah, guys, that's the extra deck. Don't forget your tokens if you're gonna be playing with pretty much like, you know, if you're playing with the normal version, the normal Cyberse build. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So there you guys have it. That was my updated version of my Cyberse Deck Profile. As you guys see, as I mentioned before, it's pretty much like your normal Cyberse deck now, how everybody else is playing it, just my own little tiny tweaks to it, which was probably like 1 or 2 cards. But it's a really good deck. It's a really good deck like this. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it more better. I think this is probably the best it'll get until we get Chaos Impact. I will be working on the Cyberse deck a lot more during that when we get that set, just because Firewall Dragon Darkfluid is in it. Can't go wrong with that. That is a beast. That's Playmaker's Quasar Dragon. So I would definitely be working on it a lot more and see what other support we'll get out of that as well. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment box below, because I would like to keep tweaking with it, and I'll probably find a decent side deck for it, and the next time when I'll give you guys a side deck with that. Other than that, I do hope y'all enjoyed this profile, and if you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel, show some love by hitting that subscribe button and that notification button as well. Guys, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see y'all at the next video. Later.
Well, won't you admit that you'll never be making the list? Go to your shows, they're going crazy. Come save your soul. Nor can you